I just ran back in the room. I
Good
thought you
music.
having a heart attack. I ran upstairs. Okay. Hello.
Okay, you running. Okay. Run.
Dance with me.
Hey, hey, hey.
What up?
Listen. Hey fam.
Hey.
Hey, hey.
We got
Hey,
Vanessa. We got the Still Dope Cruise here. And we got our sis Vanessa in the house. Hey girl.
How you doing?
Good, good. Let's get into it.
Are you starting off with Married at First Sight? Because that's going to be what, 5 minutes?
You really want to talk about marriage? Oh, we're going to talk about. Oh yeah, we might as well cover Married at First Sight.
Knock it out.
Yeah.
Just knock it out.
Bang it
All
out.
I gotta say is, who said last week? I think it was that that all he had to say to Emily was, "Oh, I'm here for you. I'm gonna, pet her hand a little, and she'll be right in." She was right in.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw the previews for next week, and that's gonna look like it's gonna be a good one. But other than that, yeah, I don't have really much to say. Sorry. I don't even know I said that. You would think I was drinking 5 glasses of wine.
Oh. Why you gonna pull me out?
Wait, what?
Pull me out.
You just pointed yourself out.
I was just saying it.
Well, it's a process of elimination because at the end of the day, we already know that Chris, you ain't doing that, and Vanessa, you ain't doing that, and here I am, the lone cousin.
We don't know what Vanessa does. We don't know what Vanessa does.
That's true.
We don't know her life.
Right
I don't know her life. No, but that's I don't have anything else to say.
I didn't even take it.
So boring.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't even take any notes on them.
I think, I think Becca's toast. I think that's done. Even the way they looked at each other in the hot tub, they're like, it's done.
I feel bad for her because I don't understand the type of mind game he's playing, because it's almost diabolical. It's, you don't want this woman, because there's no way a man lays down with a woman he's attracted to unless he is a Puritan and not want to have sex with her.
Well, wait. You can lay down with a woman and not have sex with her, but especially if she's like, have sex with me, and you don't have sex with her, that's not. I mean,
he says he wants her. That's his wife. You have no reason not to have sex with this woman.
Yeah.
So that was stupid. And then I don't think that what was it, Dr. Pepper? Yeah, Dr. Pepper. She didn't hear her. I don't feel like she was being heard in that conversation that they had together, because Dr. Pepper, she's saying we've had the meetings with the other doctor. She gave him all these like sex things to do, or intimacy things to do, and we haven't done any of it. They're not hearing her. He doesn't want her. So
yeah. He also lied. He lied to them when he said that he wasn't avoiding her when he got drunk. Of course he did. Of course he was trying to get out of it. That's what I think.
Can we also talk about the number one thing that my ears was like, when he literally rolled out of his marital bed with his wife, with his blanket, his sheets, to go sleep in another man's bed.
Because he liked it.
If it was your hero.
Yeah.
Because listen to me, I don't give a rip. If you are a straight ass heterosexual man, and I don't care. Listen, if I was a man, let me just do the hypothetical. I'm in Massachusetts, but if I was a man And I rented, or the reality show that I was on rented an Airbnb that was owned by Tom Brady. And I know that the primary bedroom is Tom Brady's bedroom. And that's Tom Brady's bed that he has slept in. And those are his sheets.
And Gisele's been in it, though.
And Gisele's been in it too. I don't care. I'm not going to get like a Jones, like, I just want to sleep in it.
Well, it's the bedroom. I think it was the bedroom too.
No, it's the bed.
It was the whole.
No, it wasn't the bedroom. Austin wanted to sleep in this NFL player's bed. Period. End of story.
I thought it was bedroom. Okay.
Nope, it was his bed. He wanted to sleep in
but
the bed.
If he wanted his wife, he should have asked his wife to come with him.
Huh?
He should have asked his wife to come with him.
She said no.
I agree.
He did ask her, he said, and she said she didn't want to. And then he should have just stayed his butt in the bed with his wife.
That part.
Because exactly what you just said. He was drunk and he used that as an excuse as not to lay down with her. And then he used wanting to sleep in some man's bed. So you could have went into the room later afterwards or the next day and whatever. There was no reason. It's just stupid at this point. Stupid.
Yeah.
And I was kind of upset with Chloe for a minute, but I'm glad she got herself together because she's just putting up too many bricks for no reason. It's like, just go with the flow.
Can we just go back to Austin and Becca for a minute? Because
yes,
the rare notes that I took when they were meeting the experts, before they met the experts, like Becca was just disheveled and done. And she was sitting on the couch and he's like, "Oh, you okay?" And he's trying to coddle her and do the most. And then she's like, "Oh," she looked frazzled and hideous. And she had a little blanket and she's like, "Vanessa, I ain't lying. She looked terrible."
Rough.
And she like lays down. She's like, "I'm just gonna take time for myself." And then he's like, can I lay on you?" And I'm like,
did he say, "Can I lay on your lap?"
Lay on your, well, he just wanted to lay on her. Can I lay on you, rest my head, do whatever.
He's a weirdo.
And I was like, what are you doing, Austin? Like, and I was grateful for her to say to him, "I just need my time. I just want to take this time to just, lay here and be within myself," knowing that the experts are about to jump on the StreamYard and, the Zoom meeting and the Teams meeting and figure it out.
Weren't they in person?
Why do you want to cuddle with me? Like, why do you want to lay your head on my ass as I'm sitting over here cuddling, and now you want to lay on my ass? No, we're not doing this.
Yeah, that was, like I said, he's a weirdo. I don't get him at all. It's just beyond stupid. But I thought they were in person. I thought that they came to the house.
No, it was on the computer. And the experts did no justice for them.
That's what I said. They didn't listen.
He was sitting over there crying her eyeballs out. And I was, and Cal did say to her, do you want this? Do you want to stay in this? Because me as an expert, I'm not an expert, but I would have been like, this isn't going to work. So let's get you out of here before you literally have a nervous breakdown.
Well, I don't think that they are ever, unless it's like some serious physical abuse. But I think they're coming from the point where they always feel like it can be fixed. It can be fixed, but they're not listening. That how many weeks has it been? And he has made no move to be intimate with her. And so they're saying, like Dr. Pepper was like, this is all fixable. But you're not talking to him directly. It's not even about her anymore. It's about him. What's his problem?
He should have been on the cruise. What his problem is he should have been on the cruise with Vanessa. and her whole crew and the whole cruise.
I knew you were gonna go there.
Cruise Vacaya.
He should have been on the cruise vacay with Vanessa Williams and the whole nine.
Just because he's done
talking about pop it, yes. Oh, he should have been all up in there. Sorry,
I don't know if he's gay.
Not sorry.
I don't know if he's gay.
Time.
I just don't think he's attracted to her.
You don't think he's gay?
Austin, no.
No, I don't get gay vibes either. I get maybe animal vibes, maybe. I don't know. Something's
That's even worse. Shahida, are you out of your fucking mind? You're getting animal vibes.
You didn't even ramp up to it.
Shahida,
something freaky, like, something weird, like, you just went right for it. Right into it. Damn. Give us a little.
Let me clarify.
Vanessa, y'all clarify. Come out of my mouth, right?
Can I just say,
your cousin.
Vanessa and Tanya are red. Let me clarify. Let me clarify. When I said animal, I'm just like, he's just so off the chart. He just reminds me of a person on this small farm that may be attracted to a lamb. I don't know.
Wow.
That's even worse, Shahida. So what you should have did is just shut your damn mouth.
Didn't you go to a petting zoo?
Yeah. Remember? They went to the petting zoo, then they went to go see the wolves.
Wolf sanctuary.
Animals.
Is he looking at the llama like?
And then he said, we're like the wolves. I don't know. He's just so weird. I don't know what he's into. I just don't think it's women, but I don't think it's guys either.
Oh, wow. So really? I just don't think he's attracted to her.
No, I don't think he's attracted to women.
Really?
I don't think so. I don't get the vibe from him.
Oh, I got nothing to say on that one.
Ness, you think he's gay?
I don't think he's gay. I don't think he's into bestiality. That's a little rough.
He's a necrophiliac. He likes dead people.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah. He might.
I don't know.
He might be on the spectrum. He might be a little.
Okay.
In terms of his performance, like Amy Schumer's husband is he's on the spectrum, and she jokes about it all the time, and they love each other, and she's like, she knows how he perceives things, and he's not, so he might be on the spectrum.
You know what? I'm glad you're here today to bring some sensibility back, because I might have went too far out there, but that makes sense.
Let me ask you this. If you have a child with someone who has autism,
yeah,
are they susceptible to have autism as well?
I have no idea.
Is it like someone who has
it depends. It
Down
depends
syndrome? If they have a child?
Yes. Question and the answer is yes. It also depends on the age.
Age of the sperm or the egg?
Age of the parents.
Sperm or egg?
The parents.
They both have to be old?
Not necessarily.
That's why she's like sperm or egg.
It depends on either her age or his age.
Hmm.
And, with the spectrum.
Yeah, I can see that bring on the spectrum thing, maybe with him.
I could definitely. I'm glad you said that. Yeah, let's reel my stuff back in, throw it away.
Oh no, we're not throwing that away. No. It's recording, so it's good. We good.
Comedy goes.
I'm glad I didn't say it.
I'm impressed.
That's the reckless shit that I would say. So
I'm impressed with the plastic surgery on Homegirl's head, because I don't see that giant Frankenstein scar when she's talking about it afterwards.
Oh yeah.
The after party, I was looking for her scar to see if she had that big hook, because that sucker was from here, down to here. She was straight out of poor theater.
And it looked like they saved it
for that. Please believe me when I say Lifetime paid for that.
Yeah.
The Lifetime network
okay.
paid for that plastic surgery.
I don't see any scars or anything. I mean,
I don't see nothing. And that's why I said Lifetime paid for that, because at the end of the day, she signed up to be on this show. And she got injured, and the network smart was like, we just want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, we'll cover your costs.
And now you got this big gash across your skull, and we're going to pay for the plastic surgery. Oh, Lifetime did that, because I guarantee you, if Lifetime just sat back on their heels and let her get that big gaping wound on her head and got the sutures in and shaved her hair back.
35 stitches, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know how many stitches what it was, but
it's a 30,
they shaved her hair back. They sutured her scalp. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, if that shit didn't heal right, Emily was going to own Lifetime.
You signed something beforehand, so they don't have any liability.
Yeah, but I don't think you can sign your life away, but when you are in a position that you get a gaping wound because you're doing things for the network,
but she was
for the show. No. I'm pretty sure that Emily would have an issue with her attorneys, and they would hem up Lifetime. And that's why Lifetime paid. I'm pretty sure Lifetime paid for her plastic surgery.
I'm pretty sure they did, but only as a good gesture.
It was really good. You can't.
But I don't think that they would be on the hook.
Injury. Say again, Shahida.
I don't think that they would be on the hook, because I think I'm going to agree with Chris on this one. I would think that in her contract that something like that would be covered. And so, but just to have like goodwill with the person, you want to say, we're going to take care of all the medical bills, you know, that you might accrue during this time. But I don't think that they would be on the hook for it if they didn't.
They technically are on the hook. If you can, the verbiage is what it is. You can put it in the contracts that we will take care of what happens.
If there's an accident,
but
not liable.
We will take care of it, as opposed to we are liable. You understand? So they took care of her.
Networks are not dumb, Tanya. They have everything hemmed up, tied up. Make sure their lawyers are stronger than anything else before they sign it. They're like, do you realize that you're going to give up the right to do this, and not hold Lifetime accountable for so and so?
I get that. But what I'm saying is that with that gaping wound on her head, they were going to take care of her regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there was not going to be an issue of her having to come to the network and say, you better make sure that what I came into this, what my head looked like when I came into this, I'm going to walk away with my head looking like I came into this. You're going to pay for my plastic surgery. You're going to pay for everything that happens. It is what it is. It
didn't knock any sense into her. So that's the thing. She's still dumb. Yeah. And she's still with that man that don't want her. So that's the issue. Because she fell for a hook, line, and sinker.
She's delusional.
She is
delusional.
The Lulu, as the kids say. She is. So yeah. Who else was there?
Vanessa, what is your thoughts on Emily and Brennan?
I think he's loving the attention. He's eating up the camera, being the caretaker.
Yeah.
You've seen him smile the whole show.
Those little videos that they were doing were so corny. Oh my God.
He plays the good guy, and now he's going to be liked across the platform. So that's exactly what his whole MO was, to what will people think of him? So now he's finally happy because he's the good guy. So,
but does he come across as genuine to you guys? It seems so forced. Not. It's like, I mean, like he does not seem like a person that has real emotions, Remember when dude came back with the heart thing and they were at the bar and he was talking and he was telling them about his heart issues and he was just like, wow, dude. Wow, that sucks. No emotion in his eyes. No, like hand, arm over the shoulder. I'm glad. Nothing. He gives nothing emotionally. He's another weirdo.
Yeah, I mean, he is emotionally. I don't even know what to say with him because I remember, like you said, Shahida, with when Cameron. It was Cameron.
Cameron, yeah.
Came back and met him at the bar, and Cameron was talking, and Cameron was like, I have atrial, I don't have atrial fibrillation, I have atrial flutter, which he was very correct and precise on what he was saying. He's like, and he was talking to Brennan,
like over dramatizing it.
No,
from a nurse's point of view. His the way he was acting. I can't talk now because I can't breathe. Oh no, okay.
Nope. He had the atrial flutter, which means here's the thing. Atrial flutter can be kind of disguised as panic attacks. So when you have a panic attack, like people that have panic attacks, it simulates like you're having a heart attack, where your heart beats a little bit, like 10 times faster. You can't get your breath and whatever, and you feel like you're going to pass out. Panic attacks simulates heart attacks. So with atrial flutter, which is what Cameron has, is this kind of the same thing on the same level. And that's why when he was talking to Brennan, he's like trying to talk to him about Claire, and he's like, I gotta catch my breath because I know I was watching and I was feeling his pain because he's like, I'm trying to catch my breath and I'm feeling my heart flutter and all the whole thing. That shit is real.
I was just saying Brennan has no emotions. I have none right now.
I agree with you. Brennan is like a dead fish. To me, Brennan is a dead fish because when anybody talks to Brennan, anybody that has a conversation with Brennan, whether it be his wife, whether it be the experts, whether it be Cameron, anybody, friends, whoever, all of us could sit and talk to Brennan, and Brennan's going to sit there and be like,
just deadpan.
He's a deadpan.
But do you think he's going to say yes just to be the good guy because people will be watching?
Absolutely.
Do you think he'll say yes and she'll say yes, so they'll do it?
Yeah.
I honestly think that they're still together.
Yes.
I get the feeling that they're still together. And the reason why I don't watch the after parties that much, but the ones that I've seen with her on it, she's very defensive about him, which I did not understand. So that kind of leads me to think that they're still together, which is crazy. Because after the preview I saw for next week, I'm like, even how? But I think they are.
Yeah. Chris, your thoughts?
No.
You don't think so?
You think he'll say no or she'll say no?
Depends on who goes first.
I think they're both going to say yes.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
I think they're both going to say yes. I think that he's going to say yes.
Why would that surprise you, Chris?
No, I'm just.
All he cares about is what people think of him. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, which leads me to believe that he's not going to say no. He's going to say yes because he doesn't want to be looking. He doesn't want to be made to look like the bad guy. Yeah. And if they go to her first, like he can say no. If he says no, it's only going to be because they went to her first. And if she says no, and then they go to him, he's going to be like, he's going to do what most men do. And with their toxic ass, sorry, Chris, with their toxic ass personalities, they're going to be like, well, fuck you, bitch. No, too. I don't want to be married to you either, bitch, because that's what men do. Am I lying? Have my back, Vanessa. She have my back, because that's what most men do. When you push them away.
That's what weak men do.
Well, that's not what weak men do. That's what men do. Period.
No.
Sorry,
weak men
Chris.
do that. They're the same dudes that when you're walking down the street,
ass lot of weak men out there
you
in
think
the
he's
street.
gonna change his mind no matter what, or have his mind made up? He's not going to change his mind depending on what she says.
You don't think so? If she said no, he would definitely change his mind and say no.
He's going to change his mind. If they go to her first, Chris, don't be stupid. If they go to her first and she says no, we've seen it on the episodes. When she goes against him, he does that whole death stare. He's like, oh, I'm gonna beat your ass. The look that he gives her, he's like, I'm gonna beat your ass tonight, bitch.
So you really think he's gonna say yes?
Yeah. Because he cares about it.
I was on the fence for a long time. I thought that he would definitely say no. The only reason I say now that I think that he says yes is because how defensive she is and how she sticks up for him during the after party.
But he's only going to say yes if they go to him first. If they go to him first and he's like, yes, I want to stay married.
Oh, I don't think he'll say
he's going to be all in his feelings. Well, his lackluster feelings. He's going to be all in his lackluster feelings. And he's going to be like, yes, if they go to him first and he says yes. Really? And then wait for it. When she says, when they get to her, and I guarantee you, she's going to give her whole spiel about how they first got married, then they went through their whole motions, and then she got her head ripped open, and now she's here. Oh, I'm grateful. This is what she should do. I'm grateful that you took care of me when my head got splatted open. But yeah, no. I don't want to stay with you.
She's in heaven right now.
She's going to need all of the lifetime security, the experts and everything to push her to the side to prevent him from choking her ass out. Because his whole head is going to explode when she says no.
Let's set up the scenario. She goes first. If she says yes, he says yes.
Oh, yes, I agree.
Second thing, she goes first. If she says no, he says no.
Yes.
Third scenario, he goes first. If he goes first, is he going to say yes?
Yep.
I think so.
Yep. He's going to, the third scenario, he's going to say yes, and she's going to say no.
If he goes first, but he's not going to say no matter what. He's not going to say no matter what.
If he goes first.
If he goes first,
yes,
I think he's going to say no. He's going to say, I like you. I'm so glad this and the other, but I don't want to be married. If he has the option to go first, and she would still probably say yes. I think she's saying yes across the board.
But you're not a narcissist. He's a total narcissist. It's all about appearance and what people think of him.
All right. I think he's going, she's going first, no matter what. So.
You think so?
There's no way they're going to risk putting him first because they know they go with the guarantee she's going to say yes. And then they'll cut to him.
Do you really think so?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm looking at it like there's no guarantee. There's a guarantee that he's going to say yes because he's been saying it throughout the series that my parents have been together forever. I didn't sign up for this. I married her, and I want to. My marriage is going to be.
Why hasn't he had sex with her then?
Huh?
Why hasn't he had sex with her?
They haven't had sex?
No.
Why hasn't Austin had sex with Becca? Come on, let's call this.
They haven't had sex yet, and she's been dying for it for a long time. Since
he gave
up asking. All she wants him to be is nice to her.
And now she can't because she can't get her heart elevated, so she can't have it.
Exactly.
He's happy again.
When they got married, she's like, she got drunk. She's like, I can't wait. And then he was a complete asshole. Now she's just like, can you just be nice to me for a second?
When they were walking out of the hospital on her checkup, she said, I can't have my heart elevated.
Right.
She needed some Tylenol. And then she said, but I can't have my heart elevated for a while. So he's like, I'll just take care of you. Let's go back to bed. So he's happy because he doesn't have to sleep with her.
Oh, I missed that. I might have. Wow.
I agree with you guys on that. But all I'm saying is that
nobody's having sex.
Nobody.
Damn.
Nobody. In my Keith Sweat voice.
Not one couple. Nobody. Not even for shits and giggles. Not even to make a mistake of like, we should have slept together. Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody was in it for real marriage.
5 weddings and not one of them consummated. That's a huge flaw.
That is. Nobody was in it for real.
On the system.
Compared to Love is Blind, which we'll get into, everybody's sleeping with each other.
Everyone's fucking. Yeah.
Are we got any more? Because we did 30 minutes on that.
Who else is there?
Wait, we're gonna talk about Michael and Chloe.
Oh.
I know
she's getting on my nerves.
She's a fan of Michael. He is way too femme.
I love him.
Not my type at all.
No, he's not my type either. Vanessa, he's not my type either.
He's not my type either.
I could not lay down in the bed with him and wake up and look at him and be like, that's my man. That's my man. No.
The one thing that I don't get about him is that I haven't seen him show some sort of like, right there, like either being mean or mad or non-agreeable or something. I haven't seen something that he's almost been too perfect of, this, that, and the other, and I'm upset, where this.
That's what her friends were saying too.
And that's the conversation that was had.
What's his thing? He's allowing her to have space. He likes he's like, he's got to have something that we're like, oh, that may not work. Because it seems so agreeable and so nice and so perfect besides being femme to her. You know what I mean? No one has a bad thing to say about him so far.
But that's what his friends, like Shahida said, that's what his friends said to Chloe about him. He's always so agreeable and he's always putting himself out there to be vulnerable and make sure that he's good and that everyone around him is good. It leads me to believe that he doesn't like conflict. He doesn't like, all of that's going down. And Chloe's the same way too. And that's why when they had that conversation, they had their come to Jesus, Chloe and Michael, they were like, let's, from here on in, let's talk about it. And I know you like to be vulnerable or be a certain type of way. And he's like, yeah, so as you. And she's like, we have to have a conversation about it because this isn't going to work if we don't communicate on our feelings. I love their adult conversation about how they feel and what they need to do within their relationship. I'm positive about them. I'm thinking that they're going to work. I hope that they work. But at this stage of the game, I don't know.
What I wonder about these couples, they all go into this knowing that they're getting married, knowing that they're going to be living with the person, knowing that sex is part of marriage, all these things. And then they get to after the honeymoon or something, and they're like, oh, I don't know if I can have sex with you. Her leaving, I need to go home to decompress. And then her whole, the whole thing that she said about like, having somebody that's going to be there constantly. And you said you wanted to get married. Did you want 2 homes for a marriage? I mean, because that's doable too. But all these people have gotten into these situations and none of them seem to know what it means to be married, what it means to be in a committed relationship. It's insane. I was so angry with her when she said, I need to go home and decompress. No, you need to go in the bedroom, say, I just need some time by myself. Maybe I'll take a bath or whatever, but I don't need to go to a whole separate home. You are my husband. I'm going to decompress right here. That's so immature. No, I don't like her.
She's not into him.
Well, I'm wondering if he was more like sexually aggressive, because he seems very, not the femme aspect of it, but he seems very soft. If he was like, like if he had all that femme when he's in public, whatever, but like just how he attacks boxing and the ninja stuff.
Oh, she loves that.
Yo, with hoop earrings and double clutch of pearls is not going to do it. I don't care how beefy you are. You cannot be wearing hoops and a do-rag and double pearl. And it's not.
Yeah.
On your feels, mate. It's not working.
I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
No. And I do like him. I'm just hoping that maybe, because we have seen him in the after party, he looks a little bit different. Yeah. Maybe he switched it up some, but then is that good to switch up for somebody? To change your whole personality for somebody?
And I don't want to be with somebody like that, because be who you are. At the end of the day, I'm not changing who I am. Yeah, but I'm too old at this stage of my life.
But she likes everything about him otherwise.
Yeah. And she said she came to her senses. Otherwise,
this is the only thing that she's like on the fence about. Like, if he wasn't femme, she'd be all in, because he gives her everything that she wants. He's athletic. He's nice to her. He's got pets and something the other. And if he wasn't dressing like a woman, maybe that would, or just like Brennan. If he looked like Brennan, she'd be done.
I mean, he doesn't have to look like Brennan, but I think.
But the softness.
I don't think it's a lot to ask to be like, you know what? I know that you have this side of you and you like to dress funky. I can deal with a lot of funky dressing, but could you minus the pearls and the hoops?
That's part of who he is.
That part.
But I get it. I get it. Okay. Or especially my jewelry. She's like, just don't wear my jewelry, okay? Don't go. I don't want to find any skims missing, or any,
Shirts.
Every now and then I come in the room and like, honey, it's not gonna fit you. I mean, I know that's not gonna fit you, babe. He's like, oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have any emerald bracelets?
Yeah.
We're not doing that. Yeah.
But I think he's a nice guy.
We're all over
too. I like him too, but that ain't gonna work.
At the end of the day, we're all of a certain age.
He has sex with her.
Yeah.
He has sex with her. If he has sex with her and the sex any kind of good, she's in. She can deal with that. She'll end up going, okay. I'm not crazy about it.
Really?
This, and this is all good. He's got animals. I like him. He's kind to me. I like him. He's got little this, that, and the other. I like, she seems to like him. It's just she has a problem with not being really attracted to him. But if they have sex and he's masculine in this sexuality and he, whatever, I'm telling you.
If he came up on her in that boxing ring.
Yes, exactly. Right.
She would have been a little ready
to go.
Exactly. No, because he did the whole Ninja Warrior thing.
Yeah.
The Ninja Warrior thing to me is a little bit trumps the whole boxing ring thing.
Okay.
And for me, I don't give a damn if you did the Ninja Warrior thing and then sparred up in the ring. If Lifetime brought Mike Tyson in that bitch and you toe for toe went with him, I'd be like, you still ain't getting these draws if you want to come after you spar with Mike Tyson and then do your Ninja Warrior thing and then come home and I'm like, oh baby, that was a good day. I can't be, oh Lord, I'm so excited. And then you're like, baby, I like them earrings you wearing. Can I wear them earrings? Can you take them earrings out and let me put them in? Or your pearl necklace? I'm gonna be like, what the fuck just happened? Vanessa, have my back.
Agreed. Totally agreed.
I don't think he would pick that moment. I don't think he would pick that moment to ask for the pearls.
I'm not sleeping with you, let alone having sex with you. And when I say I'm not sleeping with you, I'm not legit sleeping with you.
That's your husband. If you're married and you might as well sleep with them at some point, and there's an opportunity. I'm telling you, let me finish. Let me finish. If there's an opportunity, they get both a little happy drunk. He just did some masculine shit, and there's an opportunity, and they so happen to like, you know what? Let's have sex and see what it's like. If it's any good, I think she would come around and deal with the. As of now, I don't think it's going to be enough for her to stay with him. But if he knocked it out, I'm telling you, I'm telling you.
He looked like he's a Prince freaky, so I think he might be able to, like, you know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, there's got to be something that. I mean, I think she would deal with him being a really nice guy, supportive, creative, does everything, you know. But he does like to wear a skirt every now and then. But you know, if he doesn't do it around me,
I'm trying to think. Can I deal with a skirt? Didn't LeBron wear a skirt with a suit with a skirt?
All those NBA players have done stuff. All those,
and LeBron is like what, 9 feet tall? Oh no, it was Dwayne Wade. It was Dwayne Wade that did it.
That's even worse. That's a whole nother conversation that I don't even want to get
into. But I'm just saying, would I be able to like look at a guy and be like,
talking about Love Is Blind?
What?
Are we talking about Love Is
Blind? We finished with Becca. We finished.
Let's go to Love Is Blind.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Oh, Chris, you done shut her down real quick. You shut Shahida down.
I was in the middle of my thought about a man with a skirt. But no, let's get on to Love Is Blind because that's what I want to talk about.
You said Dwayne Wade.
Nah, I'm done.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
hurt my feelings.
I want to make sure that we get it in.
Yes, let's get it in. But before we get on to Love Is Blind, Vanessa, where's the doggies?
They were next to my feet. They're right there, and
they're hiding because they don't know.
Look at the doggies all up in the whole ass bed, luxuriating. The other one is he's just passed out.
Yeah, they kept knocking They kept knocking my my legs, so I had to move because I couldn't get up.
I said, get up.
Like, get up. All right. So look at here. I got notes. I got to pull up my notes for Love Is Blind. So let's talk about Love Is Blind. Yo,
this season's very good.
This is a good season. Thank you for suggesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm finished with only the 6 episodes. So you all can talk about the rest of it.
I mean, we gotta start. We gotta start at the beginning.
The one thing that I wanted to bring up is Matthew, the serial killer. Matthew is going to show up on our oxygen channels and our investigation discovery channels
and our Lifetime original movie.
Listen to me. Our MSNBC.
Love Is Blind. Love Is Blind folded and put in the back of a trunk. The Matthew something story.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
And the MSNBC Dateline late night episodes that I watch at 3 a.m. when I can't sleep and I'm sitting up watching the Dateline episodes. Yeah. Matthew, when he came in, I'm going to be very brief with him. Mm-hmm. When he came in with his little suit, I mean, he was a little attractive, and but I was like, when he's like, I got 15 questions. Pick a question.
Is he on the spectrum though?
I think so.
I was thinking he was on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Let's not disrespect.
A lot of people had number 4.
Let's not disrespect the people on the spectrum. I think Matthew is just a sociopath, period. I don't think he's on the spectrum. I don't think he has any type of mental issues or medical issues. I think he's just crazy.
A person who has a list of 15 questions he wants to ask people. And he says systematically, choose a number, 12, and blah, 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 blah. And another girl, she goes, okay, 4. He's like, too many people have asked 4. Ask another question. That's not her fault but he has to be so regimented. You know, it's not her fault that she said 4. You asked him what number, and she said 4.
Yeah. But I actually like the idea of the list and pick a number.
Yeah, I do too. But that shows how structured he is, and that he could be on the spectrum of like, and he walked out of a couple people.
Yeah. Oh, why they were talking?
I would have did the same thing. So am I him? Because when Sarah Ann was flapping her gums and he pulled his book out and he's like, I'm out. I was like, bro, I respect that. I literally legit respected that because I was like, nobody want to hear your yapping ass mouth. I'm out. Yeah. I'm gonna shut this door behind me.
He didn't talk to anybody though. He isolated himself with all the other guys. Remember, he was always on the other couch in the back, looking at everybody else. So he certainly did not have issues. So there might be some personality issues for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And it could be spectrum, and it could be because I don't think he's just an asshole. I think there is.
No, he could just be an asshole.
I didn't get that. that.
No, he could just be an asshole. He's a wealth management. When somebody, I forgot who asked him what he did for a living, and he's like, I'm a wealth asset management person. And I was like, say less. This is what this man does for a living. He calls very rich people, trying to get them to invest their money. And he's over there trying, he's doing his little sales spiel. And he didn't give me any spectrum
lines. Remember, at one point he was in the guys' dorm and he was by himself. He wasn't talking to anybody. He was making sure that he was to himself and he was reading or something.
Reading a book.
And everyone's like, "What's up with it? What's up with him? Why?" That's another spectrum-y type of thing of the isolation and he's just a little off. And then
that doesn't mean that he's on the spectrum.
We're not saying he is. We're saying that's a possibility of his personality. Just like you're saying he could be just an asshole. We're saying it's a possibility he could be on the spectrum.
He didn't strike me as someone on the spectrum.
Yeah.
He just struck me as someone that he's in his own little world, and he's a dick.
But that's Asperger's too.
Yeah,
you're right on that one, Vanessa.
Really good
Asperger's.
That's what I meant. Asperger's.
Yeah,
like something a little significant. You know what I mean? That he's because even the way he was sitting was kind of weird. And the way he was like,
he's like Doc Martin. Y'all ever watch Doc Martin on BBC? No, nobody's okay. Never mind. Nobody's seen Doc Martin.
No. It's a British show.
You've never heard of Doc Martin? He's like this. He's like this doctor in the village, and he has Asperger's or something.
I got the Doc Martin boots for days.
Never heard of it.
All right,
I didn't watch the show.
He's weird. But look what happened to him. He was booted. Nobody picked him.
Well, we don't know what happened to him because you're the only one that watched it, and here we are.
But he left, though, right? He left.
He ended up leaving. Didn't he leave on his own?
Yeah,
because the black girl.
Another thing, and the one thing, the black girl that he liked, he really liked. You know what? He was almost fixated on it. Yeah, 80, but he was almost fixated on it as opposed to these other girls who he didn't connect with at all. And he was like, and then with her, he was just like this. He was like, that did it for him, it seemed like. And I was like, that was so weird.
There was one other girl too.
Amber.
One other girl. It was Amber?
And Amber left. After Amber and AD had the conversation,
right?
When Amber was talking to AD about her conversation with dude,
because he told some stories.
He certainly did.
He basically told both of them the same story. And Amber was like, you know what? I'm out. Amber did the adult thing and was like, I'm taking myself out of this stupid ass scenario. And Amber left the whole process.
I think Amber left. I'm sorry, hot flash.
No, Amber
left only because she didn't think that she had a chance with him. If she knew that she was close, but when she figured out that he might pick the other one, that's the only reason she left.
Yeah, well, whatever. I just think that for me, I think that Amber was excited about her connection with Matthew. And then when she had that conversation with AD, and it was like, oh, snap. She was like, you know what? I'm out. Mm-hmm. And then Matthew, what was that his name? Matthew had the conversation with AD, and AD kind of pulled his cold carpet out, and then he left. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, I'm not going to stay there. I get Amber's reasoning because Matthew was Amber's only connection. And so at the end of the day, if my only connection was telling another girl the same thing that he was telling me, then I got no use for you. And hence I'm going the fuck home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You are muted, sir. You are muted.
The girls are going to talk, right? Why would you think that the girls are not going to talk?
Right.
And they do it all the time, every season.
Dumbass said the same thing. And you don't think they're going to, like she said, oh, I love you. You don't think that what's her name's going to, Chelsea is going to tell somebody? She's going to walk back in that room and have the feeling of the guy that the rival woman, he told me he loves me. And I'm coming in with that juice. And she's not going to say it to someone. And you know the trickle down, what's going to get back to her like it did. Like, why would you be so dumb to not know that?
Yeah.
Dudes are like fucking idiots.
But the dudes are talking too.
I
They're
know.
all gossiping and telling each other. So it's all of them.
Look at here.
So what couple are we going to go to?
We go into the villain of all villains that I'm designating for Love is Blind. The villains of all villains. Sir Principal Kenneth. Principal Kenneth in Britain.
I don't even know what happened. All I know.
Let me just say.
I'll tell you what I know.
Okay.
I'm gonna shut my mouth and let y'all talk about it.
What do you think happened?
Okay, this is what I think. Oh my God, but something must have happened. Oh, I saw the previews where he was just out of it. He's not into it anymore. But they were so lovey-dovey down the resort. And then I don't know what changed, but I would imagine. I don't know. So
okay,
you don't know because you ain't finished it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking speculation. This is the whole point of the whole.
Okay, you want to take it, Vanessa? Go.
He got his phone back. He got his phone back, and he did not connect with her 1 ounce after he got his phone. And she was standing there. He didn't pay attention to her. She was talking to him. He wouldn't even look at her. He went to get his hair twisted
like this.
Went to get his hair twisted. Then went out to his friends. Then came back late. Checked in with her. But yeah, that's exact time. Just doing. Yeah, exactly.
You're kidding me?
Not even looking at her.
And then to top it off, when she tried to address him at the kitchen table when they were in the kitchen, and she was trying to tell him how she felt, and and I don't know if it's because he's an educator, but he really tries to rationalize and talk and gaslight at the same time. So she was questioning herself a little bit, but he was really belittling her by, making it sound like she was being like very needy. Extra. But when she started talking to him and started like defending herself a little, the look of disdain on his face, he's looking at her like not an ounce of feeling. This woman started crying. He didn't like go over and try and hug her. He just went upstairs, got his phone, went upstairs, called his bro. Now, Tanya, do you think that he might be?
Yup.
Okay, called his bro and said, "Look, I need some place to stay tonight. Where's your apartment, sir? Don't he got an apartment in this state?
You a whole
ass principal with somebody."
You a whole ass principal in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Why do you got to stay with a friend? You should have an apartment. So yeah, I was really, But when they first got back and he got the phone back, what's the first thing he said to her? I'm just ready for things to be normal. Like, dude, this is your first year of marriage. Things are not normal. You're in that hyper wanting to be with your spouse phase. That's going to be for at least a year and a half. It's not going to be you sitting on the couch watching TV, you doing your thing, and she's upstairs unpacking. He was horrible.
He made her cook the first night. He's like, "Oh no, you're gonna cook." So, and that, yeah, he made her cook. She no choice. She's like, "Okay," you know. So
she had a choice. Well, she chose to cook.
Wow.
I would have chosen. You didn't call in.
That's disappointing. I don't like brothers who are representing and are supposed to be a good man and seem to be such a good man in terms of how he presented himself. He was supportive. He was very loving to her.
No, not really though. He didn't touch her at all. Didn't kiss her.
They made a pact.
Nothing.
They made a Christian pact.
Yep.
They made a Christian pact that they would save it until actual marriage.
Yep.
And you know what? I really like her too.
She's sweet.
She's really sweet and seems ready and so nice. And,
I agree.
You know, but
I agree with you guys. I agree that she was 100% in.
Yep.
And
she was.
I knew that marriage was doomed when they were still on the honeymoon on the boat. And they went on that boat excursion, and I'm like, you got your charcuterie board, you got all these drinks, you're just sitting on the yacht luxuriating. Like, how are you not having a conversation? How are you not like touching? You don't have to have a conversation, but I'm like, if I'm attracted to you like that,
well, she was lying on his chest, and he was just looking up at the sky, not saying a thing.
Yeah. And he was legit, like he had checked out.
Yep.
So I also think that the conversation that him and AD had played a part in I think he got in his head, you know, when AD was talking to him on the beach where all the couples got together, and, you know, they were having a little, you know, come to Jesus thing. And AD was like, you know, AD was very happy for him and happy for the both of them. But she's like, you know, when you have children, is she going to be able to raise Black children? It might have gotten to his head a little bit. But at the end of the day, I'm still thinking of, if you are a strong Black man, it doesn't matter. If you love her and that's the woman that you chose, that's the woman that you picked, you're going to raise these little children together, regardless if her family has an issue, if your family has an issue, yada, yada. We're going to make this shit work, period. I just think that he's a little sus in my head.
That's what I don't think that she got in his head. She had a legitimate conversation, which was good, between two African Americans. I love that. But at the end of the day, even before then, I felt like there was those trigger warning signs for him. And I just don't think he's into women.
No.
At the end of the day. The way he treated her was horrible.
And Shahida, what solidified that for me was when he literally really quickly, because I was sitting here watching it. And Chris, I was sober as a church mouse when I was watching this, okay? I could be like, I was drinking a couple of glasses of wine, but I had to literally, it was drinking water. And I was like, I got to rewind this shit. Because when he said, yeah, this isn't gonna work, and I was like,
so mean.
I was like, when
I rewinded it too.
I was sitting here where I'm sitting right now, and I'm watching my TV, and he's like, yeah, this isn't gonna work, and I was like, wait a minute, what just
didn't it come out of left field? Were you expecting?
I had to rewind it. Like I had to rewind it like 3 times because I'm like, what am I missing?
I missed something.
Like, y'all are having this conversation. Y'all are having like a genuine conversation. And all of a sudden he comes out of left field talking about looking at his phone. He's like, yeah, this isn't going to work. So, it didn't work with you and I, but I'm going to be supportive of you and whoever you choose. And I'm like, where is this coming from?
Did you two see that coming from the conversation? Because I went back even further because I'm like, maybe she said something that put him on that path, but it was just out of nowhere, and then she had to suck that up. I felt so bad for her.
Yeah, he made some when he said, "Well, I checked in with you twice in between my getting my hair twisted and going out with my boys or whatever. I called you twice because she was saying I need some contact. I'm very physical." And so you could tell he had checked out. I don't know what day it was, but he was checked out.
I don't like his hair. Ugh. From the beginning. I was like, I don't like that.
That's not my style.
When at the wedding he pulled it back, I was like, okay, maybe I could deal with that, I don't like that.
But there was no reason for him to go on that show.
Here's my thing with the whole thing. I get it that he had been out of pocket, recording the series, going to his little honeymoon, whatever, excursion. I get that. But at the end of the day, you people signed up. I don't want to be married. I've been married once. I ain't never getting married again in my goddamn natural life.
You never know. No.
No.
Well, hold on. Don't.
At the end of the day, you sign yourselves up for shows like Love is Blind. Let's check. I'm going in a whole nother direction. It ain't Love is Blind. It is Love is Astigmatism. Love needs LASIK. Love needs something. Because fix that shit, Jesus. But at the end of the day, these people go on these shows, whether it be Married at First Sight or Love is Blind. They come on there and they're like, what I'm doing, what I've been doing is wrong. Is being in this dating pool that we're doing in the real world, right? Now I'm going on this show. This is my last hope to find the love of my life.
At 25, yeah, this is my last hope.
Well, yeah, 25, 30. I'm not doing this unless I go on the Golden Bachelor. Vanessa, you need to be the next Golden Bachelorette. You need to listen. And the only reason why I say that, and I digress, the only reason why I say that, because I want to be the family. I want to be the family member of the homecomings that I'm sitting in Gaga's house with Chris and Shahida, and I'll be like this. Nigga, who the fuck are you? I'm here. What you bringing to the table? We out. Oh, that's all I want to do.
Oh my God. Anyway. But anyway, next couple.
Back to the conversation at hand. It's like you people have signed up for this show, these shows, Love is Blind. And it's like, why are we having these conversations? Because let's get to Love is Blind. Oh, let's go there.
We're trying to get through these.
I saw that Trevor, everybody loves Trevor. And apparently on the internet, somebody posted all of the texts of Trevor's that he had a whole ass girlfriend while he was filming Love is Blind.
I mean, all the guys anyway, I don't know why they all seem suspect. All the guys, and except for I actually do like Clay.
Do you?
No.
Okay, let me say why I like Clay, because Mia and I had this discussion today too, and my daughter-in-law. So he did come off like very, like, dude, you need to slow your roll, and she checked him with those big ass eyelashes and that that leave out sticking up. She checked him. And he seemed to have did a nice little 180. I can respect that. Then, they get back after, they're going through the honeymoon. He's saying to her, my life has been tragic when it comes to my role models, when it comes to marriage. I understand that. And I know I need work. That's why I want you and I, for our first year, to go through therapy together. I totally respect that. So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt till now. Now, what I did not like about her, I cannot stand when somebody gets married and a person is working and you complaining about him working. Like when you see a woman married to a police officer, you're always going, well, bitch, I'm a fucking police officer. I gotta be gone. So when he's saying that he's working and he's calling her, at every little checkpoint that he can, but you're at home, and I don't think she has a real job. Somebody back me up on this one, because the whole I'm a
nighttime manager.
Nightclub manager.
Yeah, she said that nightclub manager shit, and I was kind of like, when she said that, I was like, what the fuck?
And you doing real estate in the daytime?
And he's doing real estate.
The two vaguest jobs most vague jobs you can say, so that people don't know, like, really don't know what you're doing.
I agree.
And she wasn't working, so she was really coming down. And I respected his mom. She gave very good advice to him, but I think that he seems like the guy on there that wants it. He's the only one.
I agree.
Okay.
I think he was very vulnerable and says that was his fear, because again, the role models and his father was all suave, as he said. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think he's trying hard and he's going to need some help, and he asked for the help. So I do think she might be. She can certainly chat with everybody. She looks very comfortable chatting with everybody.
But Vanessa, you said something about the body, right? So let's talk about the body, because I got something I want to say about the body. So what did you all think about the body? Okay, I didn't mean to do that.
It's body.
It's her. Don't you think it's real?
This is my thing with her in the body. When she takes off all the stuff, like when she was sitting on the floor and she had her hair pulled back and she had the eyelashes off, she's a decent looking woman. I feel like she's the type of woman, and maybe because I don't have all of that she got, but that's all she knows she really has. So that's what she uses for her advantage. I didn't see her as like, she seems like a person that genuinely is broken. There's some issues that she has going on in her past. She mentioned her father a little bit, but the way she saddles up to men all the time, I feel like she needs a lot of male validation.
Yeah, she didn't have a good relationship with the father. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Her father's not in her life. Her father has died. Her father passed away, but her father didn't raise her.
Yeah, so but before then, he wasn't in her life.
No, I related to her on that because I have that similar background with her. Like, my father didn't raise me. Yeah, he was around, but he didn't raise me. And now he's dead. And I get where she was coming from with talking about her dad. I get that. But at the end of the day, the eyelashes thing, and I didn't like the way that she flipped the script real quick between Matthew and Clay. And she was like all into Clay. And I'm just like,
no, but she liked Clay. Clay popped off on her with that "I gotta know what you look like" thing. Right. And then she said, oh, okay, I'm not doing that. And then she said, you know what, I'll just go with this dude. And then Clay came back and apologized. So I think it was neck and neck for a second, but then Clay just took it over after a while.
Yeah, but I'm still on the fence with Clay. I'm on the fence with Clay.
When he knew he was losing to Matthew of all people, that's when he started. He's like, Matthew, just by being me, I should be. But Matthew, he's like, wait a second, stop there. I'm gonna try to. I gotta get. And it humbled him. It humbled him.
It did big time.
That pushed him through. He was like, okay, let me do this. And actually, I felt like even though he doesn't step up with the whole workout thing that you should work out. He was a little harsh on that.
I look at Clay and AD. Clay and AD to me, and y'all might not agree, Clay and AD to me is the Chris Williams and Paige of Married at First Sight. I think that Clay is going to show his whole ass as this season goes on. And he's
only a few more episodes.
She is not his type. Did you notice when they were sitting at the lunch with his mother and his sister, and he had the audacity? They were, Clay's mother was talking about, life and shit. And AD was expressing herself, and he's like, so what's the problem? He showed his, and she was
because he had a legitimate reason to ask her what the problem was. She was talking about him working, and then she was making it an issue, and then he's looking at her like, I'm fucking working.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you signed up for this. Like, it's nothing wrong with working and being busy, but if you literally if you volunteer to sign up for a show like this,
it was
to be married, you got to put all your effort in. You got to put all your effort in. Sorry. You got to put all your effort in.
I agree with Shahida. If he's a young man who has his own house, he's paying the mortgage. He's already asked her to move in. She was impressed with the house. She's ready to raise a family in there. He's getting it done, and he's trying to provide. So I think he's. And
it was one day.
Yeah,
it was.
He had to drive an hour
away.
He had to drive an hour to go show a property to something, and he had to get up early, and he had to gas up something, and blah blah blah. So he had reasons.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm like, a conversation has to be had. It's like, first of all, I didn't like the fact that they were having this conversation in front of his mother.
He brought it up.
I thought that was inappropriate. That's a conversation that should have been had between you and him. I'm not having them type of conversations with my man in front of his mother and his sister. No, I'm not. The conversation that I'm going to have in front of your mother and your sisters is very basic. But I'm not going to intercept my relationship in that. But I get it. It's Love is Blind. And they have to do that. But I get where Clay's coming from. But I also get where AD's coming from. It's like, y'all have, AD's got this nightclub management life where she's out until 2-3 a.m. in the morning. He's doing his thing. And as I'm watching it, I'm saying to myself,
supposedly she has this job. But Tanya, I think somebody needs to go. So we might need to either continue next week
or pause it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I put my phone on pause because I treat you guys with all the utmost love and respect. Okay. But okay,
are we still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording, but hold on. Let me
take me out and you guys finish up.
No. We're good. Let's just end the recording. Chris, you better stay right here. So we're gonna end the recording and we'll reconvene next week. Yay.